In just a few days, I'm going to be riding my bike 434 miles across the state of Iowa in an event called RAGBRAI. RAGBRAI is the longest, largest, and oldest recreational bicycling tour in the world. It's estimated that over 20,000 people will be riding this year, so it's time for us to drive from Alabama to Iowa to hit the road. Let's hit the road.
We're heading to Iowa. Make sure you subscribe to watch our trip.
We are 2 minutes into this road trip and the dude's already eating his snacks.
Hotel room. We got a fridge, bedroom, and a snack box there. And then we got an oven there where we can cook stuff. And then we got a couch here, a table, then a chair that where we can just sit on it, and then and then another table. Then we got this, and then this does this. That's what it does. And remember to not touch these cords. We have got like a TV. Mama has a drone for her bike ride. I have a water bottle that I can drink water. And Mama, can you tell us what that says?
All the way up there?
Yeah.
It says contact with sprinkler will cause flooding.
What? Why does it say that? Why does it say that? And this is our hotel room. Today we are going to get all of our stuff, pack it up, and go to Iowa.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
When we finally got to Iowa, we spent the next week spending time with some of my family that we don't get to see all that often. So we were able to spend some time with my own siblings, some of our cousins, and hang out with the grandparents.
You're silly.
We also spent some time testing out the drone that we plan to bring with on the bike ride. after leaving Iowa, we drove another about 6 hours to Wisconsin, where we dropped off my son with my husband's side of the family, and we tested out the drone a little bit more, and now my father-in-law and I are heading back to Iowa to get ready for RAGBRAI. We made it to Burlington, Iowa. This is the ending town, but we're parking our car here, loading up our bikes, and taking a bus to the beginning town.
I don't know how to play this. Anybody?
We took a 5-hour bus ride from Burlington, Iowa to the starting town in Glenwood. Once we got there, we unloaded our bags and checked in with Pork Belly. The check-in process went super smooth. They gave us some bag tags, a meal ticket, and a souvenir cup. We then made our way over to find out where our tents were. And that night they had a food vendor in town, so they had barbecue sandwiches or a little taco bar. So I got an entire plate of nachos, went back to the tent, and in the next video I will give you a tour of the Pork Belly camp and the expo downtown. Okay, we made it to Glenwood, Iowa. This is the starting town for RAGBRAI. Now, it has been raining all morning, so we have just been sitting in our tent, not doing a whole lot. But I'm going to go show you around the Pork Belly camp. Now, this is the tent city. Now, you can bring your own tents and set them up and still use Pork Belly services, but I am paying extra to have them tear down and set up the tent for me each day. And that is my tent right here. Prime location. Overall, Pork Belly has about 420 tents that they set up and tear down every single day, and they are very efficient at it. So when you check in with Pork Belly, you are assigned a tent number. I was number 410, and along the right-hand side, you'll notice these big red flags, and that shows what numbered tents are in that specific area. So I was usually all the way down at the end. So walking away from the tents and toward kind of the main camp area, you first see some of the concessions. So when you get to the concession areas, they have spots for you to sit, and right over here they've got some food vendors. Most importantly for me, they've got a coffee bar, and so that is all included with your registration, and then they've got the beer tent. They also offer free lemonade. Pork Belly also offers entertainment each night, and so it looks like they are setting up now. The layout of the Pork Belly camp will change each night because they're in a new location. And so they do have a big map set up right at the front of when you enter their camp that shows where everything is. Included with your registration are the shower trailers. Now, they have hot water, and the showers are pretty small, but honestly, after a long day of riding your bike, it is definitely a luxury. You get 3 meals included with your Pork Belly registration. You wait in line, and then the meals look something like this. And you can also purchase extra meals. So this is kind of the setup in my tent. I've got my sleeping area, my mat and my pillow. Like right next to where I sleep. I've got this little fan. I brought a couple books, charging bank, my fanny pack, and then that stuff will go on the bike. I've got my raincoat because it has been raining all morning. Keeping my dirty shoes over there. And then I just have my mess of everything in my bag. Now we're down at the RAGBRAI Expo, and this kind of looks similar to what you see at every end town when you're done with the day's ride. There's a lot of food vendors, merchandise vendors, and you can check out the local spots.
Hey, we got a rookie here!
The RAGBRAI Expo and usually each overnight town's downtown area will have live music playing, so you can go check it out. It's always a really fun time, but stay tuned because in the next video we are going to start day 1 of RAGBRAI, so hit subscribe to see more of this trip.
These hot water? Yeah. Which one?
Day 1, we're 8.8 miles in. We just went from Glenwood to Silver City.
One word, hills.
pretty cool when you ride into town though, and everyone's welcoming, tons of food.
Yep.
A lot of riders going through.
Next town is the meeting town. I think that's like the halfway point. That's 14 more miles away, more hills. Oh, I did. Oh, you do. There's no other choice. 5 miles out from Henderson. It's too much, so we have to stop to get a pickle. I'm gonna do a burrito bowl. Alright, just got to Henderson, so that was like 14 miles from the town we were just in. It was a tough one.
Hill after hill after hill.
Yeah.
So, but we're over halfway there for the first day, and
Yes.
still feel okay.
Yeah, not too bad. I feel like once you get into the towns, you like forget about what just happened. Oh my gosh. And I think it's only like, what, 8 miles until the next one? And there's only one more town? And then Red Oak.
Yep. So
Should be able to do that. It's manageable.
we're getting there.
Getting there.
That's what I think I am.
Good, how are you?
Yeah, do you want to top off with regular lemonade or strawberry lemonade?
Ooh, strawberry lemonade.
And once again, you are having vodka, correct?
Yes.
I think we're on TV.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
What? Yes!
I knew we'd be famous.
I knew
Yeah.
it. When do we pick up our check?
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, the royalty.
The royalties, yes.
Yeah, dang.
Where are you out of?
Woo! Holy cow.
Good, good.
Sit somewhere?
I've been here 5 years.
It's the verdict on the pork chop.
Very good.
Okay. We're in Red Oak. The end of day one.
Felt pretty miserable when we arrived. Doing better now.
Yep.
Got
Yep.
a plan for tomorrow and then especially Tuesday.
Yes.
Big day, the worst day.
Yeah. Tomorrow should be easier. It's like one less mile, but a lot less elevation. Tuesday's gonna be horrible.
Tuesday's gonna be But there's seven in between towns.
Yes.
And we're just gonna take it one town at a time and take a little rest and walk hills if we need to. And
I wonder why did I come back? No. It's fun,
yeah, it's fun.
but
Definitely something to check off on the bucket list.
yeah, for sure. Hello, fellow YouTubers. This is day 3. The morning of day 3, I skipped day 2 because it was pretty easy. But today is the hard day. So we have already gone almost 17 miles. So we did 6 miles, we passed through Wyota, and then it was 10 miles in between there and here. And then we only got 6 miles until the next one. Yeah.
One chunk at a time.
Exactly. Some of those hills were tough, but we're making good time. I mean, what time did we leave? It was like 5.
A little before 5.
Yep.
Talked to a guy last night. He said just make it 8 10-mile rides today.
Exactly. So we're already almost done with 2 of those.
Yeah. We planned an hour and a half between each town, and we're way ahead of that. So
For sure. So today we've got coffee, biscuits and gravy, breakfast bowl. It's good to go. Day 2 was really easy. It was only about 40 miles and less elevation than the first day. So I didn't really bother with the GoPro all that much, but I did get some good drone shots. So now cutting through here in the middle of day 3, I'll show you some of the pretty scenes from day 2. We just got into Greenfield, Iowa, and just a couple months ago, an EF4 tornado came through here and destroyed hundreds of homes, and 4 people were killed. So it is crazy to see the damage. If I can find downtown some places where you can donate to help, the reconstruction efforts, I will link those in the description. Day 3 was so difficult. In total, it was 82 miles and 4,519 feet of climb. We were completely wore out, and we would have no idea how this tough day would impact the rest of our trip. So stay tuned, hit like and subscribe, and let's see how the rest of our RAGBRAI trip ends. My tent is literally on a corner, so all I hear is cars driving by and trains and really loud trucks. I love camping. The end of day 3, we were completely exhausted. Day 3 was so brutal. In total, it was 82 miles and over 4,500 feet of climb. And it was exhausting. It was just hill after hill after hill. And so at the end of that day, we were just completely wiped out. The hill going into Winterset, the ending town, it was just winding and winding, and then you would turn a corner and it was going even higher. It was brutal. We started day 4 and were wiped out, right? Like just exhausted, and everybody was. And so we got on the road pretty early, around 5 a.m. again, and we got about 13 miles into the ride, and my riding partner was just not feeling well. And so we ended up going to a little like first aid station, and his blood pressure was very low. And so he was able to get 2 IV bags, and we decided it was best to take the SAG for the rest of the day. And so when you take the SAG on RAGBRAI, what it says on the RAGBRAI rules is you can either wait at the beginning of the town that you're in, right? So we were in St. Charles, and so we went ahead and waited right before the town, before the crowds got too thick. And so they say to wait on the left-hand side and flip your bike upside down so that they can easily spot you, because there's so many people. And so you flip your bike upside down and you do a thumbs down sign when you see the SAG wagon coming through. So you can either wait right before the town, or you can wait at the first aid station. Now, in this case, I'm really glad that we waited outside the first town, because the first aid station was completely blocked off and there was no way for the SAG wagon to get there. So when the SAG wagon came around, we gave her a little thumbs down sign, and they came over and picked us up. And the guys that were driving the SAG wagon were so nice. They were so hilarious. And they picked us up. They put our bikes onto the back of the truck. We had to fill out a little form, show that we were registered RAGBRAI riders, and then they drove us through. We picked up a couple more people along the way, and they ended up driving us to the end town for that day. Now, after we took the SAG wagon, we ended up getting into town pretty early, so we were able to ride our bikes then down to where the pork belly camp was and wait for all of our tents to get set up. Now, he still wasn't feeling very well, so we decided to just take the next 2 days off, because we're on vacation, and if you're going to be miserable and killing yourself, it's not fun. So Pork Belly offers a SAG wagon like charter service, and so you can sign up for it the day before, say, hey, I'm not going to be riding the next day or two. They'll load up your bike, And then in the morning at 7 a.m. you get onto an AC bus and you drive to the end town for the day. And so we did that for 2 days in a row, and it was a really nice break. We were able to just go sit at a restaurant in the AC and chill and relax. And now we are getting ready for the last day. Someone had their bike stolen last night.
Prescott Valley, Arizona.
New Jersey.
I'm from Atum, Iowa.
How many times have you done RAGBRAI?
This is my first.
4.
35 times.
What is your favorite thing so far?
The riding.
The riding?
Yeah.
All the people.
The people.
What's your least favorite thing?
I'm not a camper, so camping in a tent is not my thing.
I would say the heat.
Kaibos.
How would you describe RAGBRAI to someone who's never heard of it?
Ooh,
It's a moving festival on wheels.
I would say you definitely have to train for this. It's harder than you think.
If you like to ride bikes, you need to do it.
Behind me. Okay. Hi. Go behind. Hi. Right here.
Bring it in, Becca. Bring it in.
Congratulations.